Alright, back to this. Picking up right where I left off. Anti-augmentation extremists. Alright, back where we left off. What's that? Yep. And I'm live streaming on Twitch. Like Batman, dude. Batman. I got so many Typhoon games. But I only reserve them for like the mercenaries and the guys that are actually going to kill me. I don't try to be with like perps in the street or security guards or like whatever. Or police. There's like a lot of change. I like how it changes and stuff, man. Like in the it's way worse. You can't even be out in the street. Oh, it is. It's very interesting. Right now I'm trying to get to the limb clinic.
Everything seems to be under control in the convention center.
And Taggart?
He's on stage now. His protection is deep. Only those with VIP passes can get by the guards.
We'll just stay here and make sure none of those hooligans try to sneak in the back door.
Watch me. Oh, I have a VIP pass. Oh, that's great. I totally forgot about that. I totally forgot I had a VIP pass.
Third time this escalator has broken down this week.
You think they would actually work and not just sit there looking good?
Tell me about it.
This is the end for your kind, all. This riot will force the UN to adopt regulations.
Is that Samuel L. Jackson? Ow. That really hurt.
I think the subway's shut down. I may have to take a cab.
Bill is really changing the world for the better. Or changing it back to what it used to be. And before these people started poisoning their bodies, or to use his words, they're defining it.
I just can't subscribe to Taggart's Neanderthal.
The convention center has been quiet all night. I expect it to stay that way, understand?
Jensen, don't know how welcome someone like you will be in here. Watch your step.
He loves to claim over and over again what a peaceful organization is.
And do you know how he's going to influence legislation? How he's going
You don't have to get up again, just because I don't agree with you.
Watch it, sir. There are guards everywhere. Any attempt on Mr. Taggart will be met with deadly force.
Evolution is a fantasy, but that is exactly what I am telling you. As a world...
Where's your sidekick, Taggart? 6 months ago, Seraph Industries was attacked by mercenaries whose objective was to cripple our research. But I've learned the attack was just a smokescreen. Megan Reed's team was kidnapped, and Isaiah Sandoval, your personal aide, was involved.
That is ridiculous. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for Mr. Jensen's intrusion, and I assure you that these accusations are without basis.
Are they?
This is Sandoval. Why are you calling me here?
There's been a change of plans. Serif's team must not make it to the hearing.
But that's too soon. If you want me to remove the GPLs, I'll need a full operating suite. Does the facility have one?
That's your man, Taggart. Talking about removing implanted GPL devices so that the people who took Serif scientists could cover it up.
I see what's going on here. Serif Industries has received 2 black eyes in the last few days. The first, due to the shocking news coming out of Montreal that biotech companies are secretly participating in unethical super soldier experiments. And the second, as a result of their violent escalation of today's peaceful protest. David Serif and his corporate bedfellows are desperate and in imminent danger of losing the regulation vote, so this man has been sent here to attack my reputation.
I'm right here, Taggart. Look at me. I admit, I wouldn't feel bad if your reputation was damaged in front of the press, since you've been doing the same to my colleagues for years, but that's not why I'm here. Serif scientists are alive, and it's time for the truth to come out.
The truth, Mr. Jensen, is that this recording of yours proves nothing. It could have been made by anyone in the world with a grudge against Humanity Front, and you are our prime suspect.
Don't try and make me look like the crook here. Serif Industries was attacked 6 months ago. You can't deny that. And your people were involved.
I've already publicly disavowed those actions, Mr. Jensen. How does that attack relate to the authenticity of this alleged proof of yours? If you're so certain of your evidence, I encourage you to take it to the police instead of coming here and besmirching the reputations of me and...
God damn it, it's not working. It's not working. I should have redirected it. I did. Did I redirect it? I confronted him.
Cost letters posted.
Yep. Backstage area is completely blocked off.
Human evolution is a fantasy, but that is exactly what I am telling you. As a world...
Where's your sidekick, Taggart? 6 months ago, Serif Industries was attacked by mercenaries whose objective was to cripple our research. But I've learned the attack was just a smokescreen. Megan Reed's team was kidnapped, and Isaiah Sandoval, your personal aide, was involved.
That is ridiculous. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for Mr. Jensen's intrusion, and I assure you that these accusations are without basis.
Are they?
This is Sandoval. Why are you calling me here?
There's been a change of plans. Serif's team must not make it to the hearing.
But that's too soon. If you want me to remove the GPLs, I'll need a full operating suite. Does the facility have one?
That's your man, Taggart. Talking about removing implanted GPL devices so that the people who took Serif scientists could cover it up.
I see what's going on here. Serif Industries has received 2 black eyes in the last few days. The first, due to the shocking news coming out of Montreal that biotech companies are secretly participating in unethical super soldier experiments. And the second, as a result of their violent escalation of today's peaceful protest. David Serif and his corporate bedfellows are desperate and in imminent danger of losing the regulation vote, so this man has been sent here to attack my reputation.
I'm right here, Taggart. Look at me. I admit, I wouldn't feel bad if your reputation was damaged in front of the press, since you've been doing the same to my colleagues for years, but that's not why I'm here. Serif scientists are alive, and it's time for the truth to come out.
The truth, Mr. Jensen, is that this recording of yours proves nothing. It could have been made by anyone in the world with a grudge against Humanity Front, and you are our prime suspect.
You got a lot of nerve to accuse me of lying. I'm not the one standing in front of a crowd of people hiding my involvement in kidnapping and murder.
My involvement, Mr. Jensen? Your recording doesn't prove that. If you play that recording for the police, at best, they'll dismiss it. At worst, they'll tell you to seek counseling. So, why are you really here? We all know you suffered a terrible tragedy in the attack on Seraph Industries. Why can't you put it behind you?
Of course I could save, but I can't. Beta?
You're right. Picking up my life after that surgery was the hardest thing I've ever done. Hell, first time I saw myself in a mirror, I smashed the damn thing. But I've gotten past it, because I know that what I need to do to make things right is help the other victims of that attack.
If you can't help yourself, how do you expect to be able to help anyone else? What do you expect to gain?
It went down. It changes. I'm watching his personality switch up a little bit. Can't save it mid-conversation. Use the conversation.
Human evolution is a fantasy, but that is exactly what I am telling you. As a world...
Where's your sidekick, Taggart? 6 months ago, Seraph Industries was attacked by mercenaries whose objective was to cripple our research. But I've learned the attack was just a smokescreen. Megan Reed's team was kidnapped, and Isaiah Sandoval, your personal aide, was involved.
That is ridiculous. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for Mr. Jensen's intrusion, and I assure you that these accusations are without basis.
Are they?
This is Sandoval. Why are you calling me here?
There's been a change of plans. Seraph's team must not make it to the hearing.
But that's too soon. If you want me to remove the GPLs, I'll need a full operating suite. Does the facility have one?
That's your man, Taggart. Talking about removing implanted GPL devices so that the people who took Seraph scientists could cover it up.
I see what's going on here. Seraph Industries has received 2 black eyes in the last few days. The first, due to the shocking news coming out of Montreal that biotech companies are secretly participating in unethical super soldier experiments. And the second, as a result of their violent escalation of today's peaceful protest. David Seraph and his corporate bedfellows are desperate and in imminent danger of losing the regulation vote, so this man has been sent here to attack my reputation.
I'm right here, Taggart. Look at me. I admit, I wouldn't feel bad if your reputation was damaged in front of the press, since you've been doing the same to my colleagues for years. But that's not why I'm here. Seraph scientists are alive, and it's time for the truth to come out.
The truth, Mr. Jensen, is that this recording of yours proves nothing. It could have been made by anyone in the world with a grudge against Humanity Front, and you are our prime suspect.
You got a lot of nerve to accuse me of lying. I'm not the one standing in front of a crowd of people hiding my involvement in kidnapping and murder.
My involvement, Mr. Jensen? Your recording doesn't prove that. My heart goes out to you. Perhaps it's best that you came to me rather than bringing this recording to the police. You need it to be some kind of proof because you're still suffering. You're trying to find someone else to blame for the emotional trauma you experienced when you woke up from that surgery and discovered you were no longer quite human.
What? It changed, huh?
I can worry about myself later. What's really important now is the 5 innocent people whose lives were stolen from them during that attack. Sandoval knows where they are. Now where is he?
There. Do you see what you just did? The way you avoided talking about your real problem? I saw this posture...
Oh my god. What the fuck? He's making it really, really hard. And he changed the voice. I didn't hear that last part. I think, maybe.
across the letters posted.
Yeah. Backstage areas.
Human evolution is a fantasy, but that is exactly what I am telling you. As a world...
Where's your sidekick, Taggart? 6 months ago, Seraph Industries was attacked by mercenaries whose objective was to cripple our research. But I've learned the attack was just a smokescreen.
I just restarted because I wanted a
Megan
good
Reed's
outcome.
team was kidnapped, and Isaiah Sandoval, your personal aide, was involved.
That is ridiculous. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for Mr. Jensen's intrusion, and I assure you that these accusations are without basis.
Are they?
This is Sandoval. Why are you calling me here?
There's been a change of plans. Seraph's team must not make it to the hearing.
But that's too soon. If you want me to remove the GPLs, I'll need a full operating suite. Does the facility have one?
That's your man, Taggart. Talking about removing implanted GPL devices so that the people who took Seraph scientists could cover it up.
I see what's going on here. Seraph Industries has received 2 black eyes in the last few days. The first, due to the shocking news coming out of Montreal that biotech companies are secretly participating in unethical super soldier experiments. And the second, as a result of their violent escalation of today's peaceful protest. David Seraph and his corporate bedfellows are desperate and in imminent danger of losing the regulation vote, so this man has been sent here to attack my reputation.
I'm right here, Taggart. Look at me. I admit, I wouldn't feel bad if your reputation was damaged in front of the press, since you've been doing the same to my colleagues for years, but that's not why I'm here. Seraph scientists are alive, and it's time for the truth to come out.
The truth, Mr. Jensen, is that this recording of yours proves nothing. It could have been made by anyone in the world with a grudge against Humanity Front, and you are our prime suspect.
You got a lot of nerve to accuse me of lying. I'm not the one standing in front of a crowd of people hiding my involvement in kidnapping and murder.
My involvement, Mr. Jensen? Your recording doesn't prove that. If you play that recording for the police, at best, they'll dismiss it. At worst, they'll tell you to seek counseling. So, why are you really here? We all know you suffered a terrible tragedy in the attack on Seraph Industries. Why can't you put it behind you?
The reason I'm obsessed with the past, Taggart, is that there are still 5 people missing, and their attackers haven't paid for what they did. Your refusal to help me is getting in the way of justice.
Wait! I never meant to imply that I wasn't interested in seeing justice done. As you know, I was a practicing psychologist before I devoted my life to ending the threat of augmentation. And I've seen this kind of behavior before. You're confused. You consider me your enemy, and you think the only way you can regain control is to defeat me in some way. You're wrong, I'm afraid.
Huh?
I have an idea, Taggart. Why don't I give my recording to that reporter down there? He has a machine that can prove it's real right now, once and for all. Of course, when he says it's genuine, I guess it'll be top news story for the next few weeks, and you can kiss your vote goodbye. On the other hand, if you talk to me backstage, I can hold on to this recording, and you can keep the benefit of the doubt for a little while longer.
Very adroit, Mr. Jensen. Nicely played. I see you have me over a barrel. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize, but I'm going to have to beg your indulgence for a few moments more. If you will all please remain patient, I will return as soon as I can. Thank you. Mr. Jensen, I'll see you backstage.
It's a really good game. It's a really good game.
It is. It's always a good game.
And never will condone these experiments. This company prides itself on maintaining a safe environment, and an ethical approach to research at all times. We invite critics and members of the UN.
Mr. Jensen, I appreciate you allowing me to deal with this in a more discreet manner.
Save it, Taggart. You've wasted enough of my time as it is. Now, where's Sandoval?
He has an apartment he uses when in this city, on Grand River Road. He mentioned he was feeling very run down, so I can only assume he went there.
I see.
He's not an evil man, Mr. Jensen. If he's done what you say, it's only because of his brother, Ezekiel. A man you might know better as Zeke Sanders.
Sanders? The man who attacked Sarah's manufacturing plant?
I knew nothing about it until after it was over, and then I tried. I tried to convince Isaiah not to follow in his footsteps.
Good job.
Mr. Jensen, please. Isaiah has done so much for so many needy people. People suffering from implant rejection. Promise me you will deal with him fairly.
That all depends on Isaiah.
I understand, but please try.
Thank you. Last time I had to fight through everybody just to get out.
It prides itself on maintaining a safe environment.
It was such a pain in the ass. Like, I had to sneak in there because they booted me out.
So now choose a different path to get in.
Oh, I already got out. This is the most easiest I've ever had it. Like, it's great. Fucking amazing. Fucking amazing. Plus, I had a VIP pass. Be safe.
Tell you that augmentation will make the world a better place. I'm here to stand up for my right to choose. When Hugh Darrow discovered the secret of augmentation, he gave us the chance to better ourselves, to reach for limits that we couldn't even imagine before. Well, you've done...
Isaiah's apartment. Turns out that guy from the beginning of the game, that was his brother. I totally forgot about that. I was like, wait a minute, I think I know who that is.
This is important. Jensen? I almost didn't recognize you. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, what are the chances?
Mega?
Do you remember me? I was a rookie when you still rolled in SWAT.
Nikki. Of course I remember you. How you been? The brass got you on ride control too?
Yeah, I am. Or I was until... Damn it. Look, something big is going down, and I'm kind of freaking out here. You remember that MCBer, Jacob White? You busted him a couple of times.
Yeah, I remember him. Assault and possession. He's still running rackets?
No, I mean, yeah, shit, I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter, because he's moved on to bigger things.
Nikki, slow down.
Listen, hear me out. I just got word he has his hands on some real military-grade explosives. The prick's got a fucking bomb, Adam. And you know how much he hates the PD. He's going to hit us while we have our pants down with the riots. You gotta help us out here.
Nikki, I'm kind of busy. If he's got a bomb, just call it in and follow procedure.
What do you think I've been doing? I've been on the horn all night, and my CO already sent a patrol over to Jacob's house. We've got a warrant, so they searched the place, but nothing came up, not even Jacob. Now they're saying my CI is probably full of shit and just fucking with me. Bullshit! Jacob's using the riots as cover, and he's going to hit us, and hit us hard. Adam, I need you to trust me on this. You gotta help me find Jacob.
I have to admit, Nikki, I'm having a hard time believing White could come up with something like this. He can barely tie his own shoelaces without tripping all over himself.
That was then. This is now. After his last stint in Standish, he got bug-eyed crazy. Started talking about how the gang war in Derelict Row was all part of a government plot, and it's time he did something about it.
I remember him saying that augmented kid we took down last year was a cover-up.
Exactly! And he's been railing against Wayne Haas, the PD, and anyone else involved in that ever since. I'm telling you, Adam, he's been getting more and more violent. Now he's got explosives, and we've got a giant bullseye painted on our ass.
So why is it nobody trusts your source?
He used to run with White's old crew, but he's a 3-strike pert facing a dime on some damn parole violation. He's trying to cop a deal, so nobody trusts him. Thing is, I know he's reliable. He hasn't bullshitted me yet, and I don't think he's doing it now.
How did White even manage to get his hands on explosives?
My source says he got the bomb materials from some government stash out in Highland Park. It's all I know so far. But it all fits! He was last seen ranting at a rally about shattering the foundation of the hypocrisy or some bullshit like that. You know, quoting Che Guevara and talking about violent revolution.
Did he have the shirt, too?
What? Anyway, he practically named the date and time of this reckoning. And it's tonight. It has to be.
Nikki, look, I don't work for the city anymore, and I don't exactly have a lot of time right now.
Yeah, I understand. Look, the cops have a Deadpool going. I don't like it, but you kill a cop killer and you get a bounty. I usually reserve this to pay off our CIs, but if Jacob really is going after us, then he's as good as dead as far as I'm concerned. You take him out, the bounty is yours. To be honest, though, I'd rather see him rotting behind bars. If you can knock him out and give him to us alive, I'll try to sweeten the deal.
All right.
What is it exactly that you need me to do?
You mean you'll help me out? Really?
I didn't say that. Assuming I did agree to help, what would you need me to do exactly?
Oh. Well, based on Jacob's history and his new political agenda, I can almost guarantee he's going after cops. I've warned everyone working street detail and anyone else who'd listen to keep an eye out. But with half the force tied up with the protests and rioting, I can't get the manpower for a proper search. I need you to check a few spots my CI thinks Jacob could be at, and take care of the threat if you can. Even if you find nothing, great. It put my mind at ease, at least.
Fine, I'll help. Let's go over what we know. Just the facts.
What we know? Just the facts? What we know is he's certified batshit crazy, hates cops, quotes Che Guevara, and got his hands on military-grade explosives. What more do you need to know? Oh, Christ, man. I've got nobody to help me, and I can't even breathe. How am I supposed to find this guy? The bomb could be right under us, right now!
Yo, chill.
Nikki, relax. Keep it together.
I'm trying, Adam. I don't think I'm cut out for this kind of stuff. People could die. We could die.
Just focus, okay? We know that White hates cops, so his first target is probably gonna be the precinct or somewhere nearby. Make sense?
Yeah, okay. But it could be anywhere. He wouldn't risk going to the precinct. Too many people would recognize him. That leaves the transit station, the sewers, and the alleys around the precinct. Look, I need to stay here and report any leads to my CO. Can you check those locations for Jacob? Or his bomb?
No problem. Anything else you can give me?
I don't know. You remember what White looks like, right? Tall, Caucasian, skinhead? He's not the quietest guy, so you'll probably hear him before you see him.
Yeah, a real philosopher king. I remember.
Yeah, so if you just keep your eyes and ears open, I'm sure you'll find him. Also, I heard he's had some major augmentation work done. I'd be extra careful around him. I think the White we used to know has been replaced with something much worse.
Got it.
I know it's a long shot, but I'm hoping we get backup to expand the search. In the meantime, we can check those areas, and who knows, maybe we'll catch a break. Oh, and Jensen, please don't turn him into a martyr. I'd prefer him breathing.
Yeah. Don't turn this douche canoe into a fucking martyr. Hate martyrs. You know who that is.
What's your pleasure, friend? Be sure to tell all your friends. Just not the cops.
Embarrassing, really. Like anyone can walk into the police.
Almost stepped into a huge concussion line. Stand by. Hold on. It wasn't a concussion mine, it was an explosive mine. Sneak up on him and knock him out.
Access granted.
It's just me and Sandoval.
Nothing wrong with that.
now what do they want me to do? Let me save. I gotta disable this bomb.
Access granted.
So are they really expecting me to take this dude with me? I mean, I will.
You said you mean you will?
Yeah, I will.
I think so.
Oh, I can't go that way. He's out of the picture. So there was like a bombing attempt in the sewers of Detroit. Yeah. Still in Detroit.
We detect even the slightest suspicious fluctuation in signal, we have to shut down. The world of order.
I really appreciate you helping us out, Adam, but we're running out of time. We gotta find White before he blows something up.
We're in the clear. I left White unconscious in the sewers under the precinct.
Thank God. The chief finally took me seriously and is sending some men to help out. We'll take it from here.
Great. Anything else?
Yeah, like we talked about. Here's your cut of the Deadpool bounty. I threw in a little something extra for bringing him in alive. It's good to know you're still one of the good guys, Jensen.
By the way, Nikki, White's bomb wasn't even explosive. It was a gas bomb. I managed to disable it, but you might want to get a disposal team down there to do a proper sweep and clean.
Got a silencer from him.
Shit!
Helps out
Totally forgot
immensely.
about that. I'll get EOD on it right
Metal
away.
Gear style. Here we
Last
go.
thing we need are more casualties. Man, I'm sure glad I bumped into you tonight. You're gonna have to let me buy you a pint down at Maggie's sometime. If I hang around you long enough, maybe some of that famous Jensen swagger will rub off on me.
Yeah, we'll do that sometime. Take care of yourself, Nikki.
Nora 92 to Central. Come in, Central. Over.
Nora 92, this is Central. Over.
That code 10 I called in earlier. It's actually gas ordnance. We need EOD down there for cleanup, stat. Tell first response to keep their hands off, and we should quarantine the block just to be sure. Over.
10-4, Nora 92. Thanks for the heads up. Stand by for updates. Central out.
Where's that silencer? Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Silencer. Give it to me. Boy! Metal Gear!
How may I be of service? See you soon.
How many of these do I have?
There ain't no reason to take a seat.
Resisting arrest is a serious charge. What were you doing?
You sure you closed the door?
Yeah, of course I did. What do you think I am? An idiot?
You're not gonna make me answer that, are you?
Oh, bitch! Backhand.
Oh, look at here. Not the backhand.
Sure did. I should have put on the revolver. It wasn't gonna fit anyway.
So it wasn't a befitting thing.
again? This dude was sitting there creeping in his brother's apartment. Busted him again. Everything's nearly maxed out. Oh shit, they left mines on this dude's body.
Oh wow.
Yeah, if I were to remove him, it'll, it's an, it's not gonna bother me, it's an EMP mine. My inventory's full. Oh. There's a wall.
Pritchard, looks like Sandoval's got a secret bunker. I'm gonna flush him out.
Let's hope he's still there.
Lay off the hard stuff, man. Ain't nothing here. Son of a bitch! We need help here!
Dude, Sandoval have like planning something huge, bro. This dude got all the works. It is, man. He had an underground. We had an underground bunker.
What version are you playing again?
What's that?
What version are you playing again?
What do you mean? The first Human Revolution. The first Human Revolution. The first one, yeah. Not Mankind Divided. This is after. This is years after. This is Mankind Divided takes place after.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I was trying to figure out.
Yeah.
Which that's why I said version. I didn't mean to say version. I meant to say which one. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You did an underground bunker, man. Oh fuck.
Shit. Someone fired off. Calm down, man. No one's here. You trying to spook me or something?
What do I have that I can use? Nope. You know what, I do want to try my peppers.
I'm about
Get on down! Get the son of a bitch! I lost him! I lost him!
I took down 3 with the peps, and it was amazing. They all went down. I couldn't group them
Spread
together.
out! Find them! Better get some backup!
Bye. He's the only one left.
You hiding?
Goodbye. That was great. I think his buddy fell into the sewers. You didn't even have to hack it. I'm not doing that.
Seriously? Oh, skirt.
And this is why I urge every member of my staff, every man and woman dedicated to the true mission of the Humanity Front, to do the same. Isaias, if you're watching this, I beg you, do not allow misplaced anger to destroy everything we have struggled
Dude, I let your brother
achieve.
live twice, man.
It's over. He knows I can't come back from that.
Everybody knows, Sandoval. You can't hide from what you've done.
What I've done, Mr. Jensen. I spent years patching people back together from augmentation botch jobs and systemic organ rejection brought on by implants. And now, because of Bill's betrayal, I'll never practice medicine again.
You really want to help someone? Tell me where Sarif's scientists are.
I wish I could, Mr. Jensen. But my involvement ended right after I failed to remove their GPLs.
You failed?
Turns out, my surgical skills weren't good enough to bypass David Sarif's insurance policy. So for all I know, those little implants are broadcasting right now. On a frequency so low your network specialist wouldn't think to look for it.
You changed the frequencies.
Don't do it.
You have your answers, Mr. Jensen. And I've lost all of mine. The courts may think I have much to atone for, but my court will be a higher one.
Have not and never.
How about I take that gun with me when I go?
You got everything you came for. Please, just leave.
Believe it or not, I'd rather you didn't kill yourself.
That's because you have no idea what tortures I've endured. The guilt, the shame. I was told the scientists would be used to find a peaceful solution to the augmentation crisis. Instead, I was involved in kidnapping and murder. My life ended that night. It's time for me to go.
Think about it. Are you really in such a hurry to face that higher court of yours?
At least there are no lies before God. Did you see that abominable press conference? William Taggart all but accused me of terrorism. He claimed that all the violence committed in the name of our cause was the result of my influence.
So stay alive long enough to tell him your side of the story.
He already knows it isn't true.
Beta?
I trusted that man. For years I gave him loyal service, and he betrayed me. He sacrificed my freedom and good name to save the reputation of his organization. It's no use fighting him. He'll just spin it again. At least if I die, he'll never be able to use me again.
Look, I understand your situation better than you think. I quit the Force because I couldn't stand what the people in charge were doing to it. But they went to the press and told them I'd been the problem the whole time. Power always sacrifices its subordinates to save itself. But you have my word. You can get through this.
I appreciate your faith in me, Mr. Jensen. And remembering that others have gone through similar events can be helpful. But is it enough?
Yes,
it wasn't enough to be a doctor. Or to attack the infection at its source with Humanity Front. I had to try harder to help people, and I pushed too far. What else could I have done? How do people live in a world surrounded by human misery every day? Or am I the only person who feels this way?
Tell me, what lesson are you teaching your kids by killing yourself? It's bad enough they're gonna find out you're a criminal, but you want them to be quitters too? Kill yourself now, and you'll be telling them it's okay to take the easy way out. I know you don't want that. So put the gun down. Show them by your example that you want them to grow up to be fighters.
You son of a bitch! Using a man's family against him! I deserve to die, you understand? I've earned it! God damn! But I can't let them repeat my mistakes. I can't take the gun for their sake.
Pritchard, get this. The GPLs are still transmitting. Sandoval switched them to a lower frequency.
But
How do I have that? Don't need. I don't need. Oh yeah.
it could be broadcasting anywhere in the world. I don't have the type of equipment we'll need to find them.
It's our only lead, Pritchard. You have to do something.
I know. Listen, the riot's still blocking the street entrance. Head back to your apartment and Malik will fly you over. Maybe by the time you get here, I'll have figured out something.
The footage sparking the riots appears to show scientists performing crude, torture-like experiments on teens.
You son of a bitch.
Right, yeah, that was weird. Okay, I don't remember it.
You son of a bitch. Using a man's family against him. I was like, wait a minute. Lisa, listen. Lisa.
Linda.
It's Lisa.
Access granted.
Oh. Trying to get out, but I can't end up somewhere. I end up somewhere else. Your exit?
I want to go over some issues. This UN resolution everyone's talking about. This resolution contains a
I'm about to head over, find a way to Seraph Industries.
Oh, Seraph.
Yeah. Like that. Made it. Here, go upstairs. Yeah, they're probably gonna, it's probably like the final part. That dude's still laying there.
Cities this evening after viewing controversial satellite footage uncovered by Picus. Detroit, Toronto, Mumbai, and Rio de Janeiro all report violent clashes taking place outside the doors of such well-known.
There's glitches going on with my character. Like, you know, I was like, okay, I know for a fact if I were to fix the software issue or whatever, like, I'll be susceptible to whatever cyber attack there is, you know. And I'm just like, nah, I'm not gonna fix it because that'll change the story, so I'm gonna keep it the same way. So I did it before where I didn't fix it, and I was like, oh my god, I didn't lose the control trying to kill Megan. Because it caused all the people with cyber augmentation to go violent because they switched over to the new software. It was like a signal. So it became like crazy.
Hey, Adam. Nice detective work, Jensen. You ready to return to HQ?
Yeah. Let's hope Pritchard's found that frequency.
You said it.
So good. God, they burning the whole half the fucking town down.
Hey, I got a message for you, Jensen. From Pritchard. He says he's not in the office.
Great. So what exactly am I supposed to do?
I don't know. He said you should check in with the boss.
Even if it was true that we were breeding a bunch of augmented soldiers and training them, what do they think stopping us from going home and throwing a bunch of rocks?
Oh, they blocked the door. Yeah, that's why I wasn't able to get in anyway. I couldn't get in if I wanted to. They got all of our Seraph security. So what do we do? Like downstairs, pointing their guns at the doors because they're trying to get in.
If one of them manages to get in.
Fucking wild.
Seraph?
David's just stepped out for a moment, Mr. Jensen. But do come in. I've been hoping to meet you.
Mr. Darrow. I'm surprised you even know who I am.
David speaks very highly of you. He says that when it comes to detective work, you are like a dog with a bone. Have you found your scientist yet?
What else did David tell you?
Over the years, plenty. But today I'm here as a friend and fellow scientist. Things are getting quite turbulent out there, wouldn't you agree? So many people drunk on revolution. The United Nations being urged to intervene. And all because of the technology I created.
Things have come a long way since then.
Haven't they? And now my old friend David wants me to lead us to the Promised Land. He's asked me to invite members of the UN to Panchaea, to convince them we don't need industry regulation.
Your geoengineering project in the Arctic Ocean.
The installation couldn't have been built without the assistance of augmented workers. And when it's finished, my little hole in the ocean is going to stop global warming. A lovely photo op, wouldn't you say?
If it works.
You mean, if it doesn't kill us all?
Adam? You're back. Can I speak to you outside? Get to the helipad, son. You're going back to Hengsha Island. Frank tracked down one of the GPLs.
Only one? Is it?
Sevchenko's. But Adam, he had to call in a favor of the DOD to do it.
Meaning, the conspirators probably know I'm coming.
Who are you, my friend?
You're Adam Jensen, right? The security chief here? Your men did a good job securing this building when the riot broke out.
They're having a talk that I can't even be a part of. See, that's what they messed up on. I would love to be a part of that conversation. not in the building. I never looked on Pritchard's computer or unpacking. Wait, what? Highly coding into a nuclear snake. Hacker extraordinaire would appeal to our target demographic. That's funny. I got everybody's passwords to that computer, which is funny. Yeah, all the employees are in the lounge.
Were you just in the penthouse? Did they leave yet?
They?
The damn bodyguards. Like anybody's going to hurt the father of augmentation technology in this building.
There's a riot going on outside Athena. Frankly, I'm surprised he's even here.
Desperate times, Adam. You did some real damage to the Humanity Front's reputation tonight, but I'm afraid it may be too little too late.
Darrow said something about the United Nations being asked to intervene.
They're getting pressure from all sides now. And in this climate, we're having a tough time keeping people on our side. If we're to stop them from passing restrictive legislation on human enhancement research...
We need to call in the big guns. What's your take on Darrow?
He's brilliant. David's hero in his younger days. The late-night discussions they used to have. It was a sad day when he announced his retirement, sold off everything he had.
To fund Panchaea?
Oh, no, that came later. When he retired, I really do believe Hugh wanted out of the limelight. He seemed frustrated and tired more than anything else. But he's too much of a visionary to stay locked away someplace. Don't worry, David will convince him.
Was there a meteor that almost hit us?
Boss said we're heading back to Hangshaw?
Pritchard tracks Shevchenko's GPL signal. If he's alive, there's a chance the rest of them are too.
That's a pretty big leap, Jensen.
We've been making big leaps for a while now.
Whatever you say. You ready to get going?
No time like the present. Let's get going.
Then hop in.
Really nothing else for us to do.
Bad news, Spy Boy.
Spy Boy?
Hangshaw Traffic Control just revoked our clearance. We're being rerouted to another part of the city.
I don't like that. I suppose you can't just ignore them.
Yeah, right. Chinese government. I've got to comply. Bravo Echo Echo 008, proceeding to designated coordinates.
Oh, shit.
What the hell? We've got a sandlock on our tail. Jensen, all systems are down. Hang on, we're going in hard. Stop, Jensen!
Alright, we gotta make sure she lives.
Malik, we've got company.
I know, but the bird took some damage. Gonna need to patch it up before I can go.
I'll stay and cover you.
Negative. You need to get away from here and find Dr. Savchenko. I'll be fine.
You'll be a sitting duck.
Maybe, maybe not. But this is your best chance to slip by them unnoticed, and you know it. So get out of here, Jensen. Hey, Jensen.
Malik.
Malik just died.
He just died?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Malik, we've got company.
I know, but the bird took some damage. Gonna need to patch it up before I can go.
I'll stay and cover you.
Negative. You need to get away from here and find Dr. Savchenko. I'll be fine.
You'll be a sitting duck.
Maybe,
Maybe not. But this is your best chance to slip by them unnoticed, and you know it. So get out of here, Jensen.
Oh my god! What the hell did it just roll in with? This is a pain, dude.
Malik, we've got company.
I know, but the bird took some damage. Gonna need to patch it up before I can go.
I'll stay and cover you.
Negative. You need to get away from here and find Dr. Savchenko. I'll be fine.
You'll be a sitting duck.
Maybe, maybe not. But this is your best chance to slip by them unnoticed, and you know it. So get out of here, Jensen.
On the ground. Hey, goodbye. Cover me, shit.
Oh fuck. Man, that revolver, boy.
Jensen?
Woo,
Bird's fixed
that
and I'm taking
revolver,
off.
boy.
Now get on with the damned mission. And thanks, Spy Boy.
Boy, that revolver. I saved her. I can't take the heavy machine gun ammo though. I'll have to grab it for later. Back explosive revolver though. Yeah. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
Playing the game. Yes.
Oh, I'm actually in the kitchen. Came to the end of the big cookies.
Jensen, I've been monitoring comm activity around Hengsha. Bell Tower's looking for you. Hard.
I know. They ambushed us, Pritchard. Forced us to make an emergency landing. Malik barely got away in time.
But they're supposed to be...
The good guys?
Just give them a wide berth, Jensen. If they recognize you, they'll shoot.
Alright. Oh, I got my silencer, so. There's a couple points in the game where they force you to kill. Where you have to kill, which is alright. Like, it's no big deal.
Right.
Oh, what do you want me to do in here? I don't know why you would ask them twice. You already have us over here. It's so weird. It's so weird of a question to ask. I'll be right. Oh man, everybody's augmentation caused them to have a headache.
Laser.
You must have felt it too, right? Everyone who was augmented has been getting strange symptoms.
Get up top. Stay out of the streets.
Jensen, it's Pritchard. Have you been watching the news?
Been a bit busy, Francis.
Jensen, the World Health Organization is advising all augmented patients to check in with Lim. There's a problem with biochip technology.
The glitches I've been experiencing.
We've all had them. So far, I can't determine why.
You heading to a clinic?
I'm running a few more tests. But since I can't exactly run them on you, and we don't know when you'll be back, you might not want to wait. Up to you.
You people calm down.
Unprecedented recall of augmented.
Maybe if some of those people had lost an arm in a work accident like Chan did, they wouldn't be so quick to criticize.
I'm not gonna get it. Yeah, I'm not gonna go see Lim because what it does is that it changes the story up if you get it, and then you start like there's a moment in the game where someone sends out a signal through the biochip, and it causes people to start going crazy and start attacking people. Huh? Yeah. Nah, I'm not gonna do that.
Mr. Jensen, Hugh Darrow here. Please forgive this intrusion, but David assured me of your cooperation and discretion. I find myself in need of some assistance.
I'm listening.
A contact of mine, Meng Yao, is in Hengsha, waiting to fill you in. I'll upload her coordinates now.
Where is she at?
Let's hope he's as good as they say. Mr. Jensen, right? Thank you for your time. I am Meng Yao, an associate of Mr. Darrow's. I'm in charge of one of his divisions here in Hengsha. You come highly recommended.
Really?
Your boss described you as a most precious asset. Apparently, you are very efficient and always get the job done. We could definitely use a man like you for this operation.
What operation?
We need you to help us stop a group of terrorists who are threatening the Panchaea project. Are you up to it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll help out.
Excellent. Here's the situation. It has come to our attention that these terrorists possess highly classified proprietary information about Panchaea. We've been able to convince them to sell it to one of our agents, a man named Lo Fei. The meeting is supposed to take place near the Alice Garden pods in the Daigong district.
And you want me to crash this meeting?
Actually, there will not be a meeting. We are sending you alone to ensure Mr. Fei's safety. The terrorists will not be expecting that, and will have the information with them on a data chip. You have to neutralize all of the sellers and retrieve the chip so you can bring it to me.
I don't get it. If Fei set up the meeting, why risk sending me in his stead? Why doesn't he or even some of your other agents drop in on the sellers and take the chip?
Because Mr. Darrow wants an absolute guarantee that there will be no casualties. We will not play by their rules. We want them arrested and questioned, then properly prosecuted and sentenced. This will require stealth and efficiency. That's why a man with your particular skills will be indispensable.
Anything else I need to know?
The sellers are expecting Mr. Fei and Mr. Fei alone. If they spot you, they will shoot on sight. Need I point out this might make your job a lot harder?
Story of my life.
Great.
You buy or sell? I do it all. Look at a computer and see for yourself. Yeah, I will be right here. You see what I got?
I'm gonna sell the heavy machine rifle. I don't need it. I really don't. I got a revolver that shoots explosive rounds.
Come back anytime.
Rumor has it that Hugh Darrow is going to hold some sort of surprise UN.
城里最好的价格。
Wonder what he's gonna say.
All I know is the guys on top are going to be watching with keen interest.
That's interesting.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I made my cookies and then I made some chips at the same time.
Have you heard about the recall issue by the World Health Organization? Anyone with augmentation is asked to report to a limb clinic.
definitely don't have enough image for all that. Shot this dude like 3 times.
今夜良宵，只要一碗。
That is far enough. Get back.
Shit.
Have been flooding in from around the globe. Elizabeth Duclair, spokeswoman for the WHO, confirmed that the cause of inside sources tell me that augmentation giant Tai Young Medical is scrambling to produce enough new and improved biochips. This widespread defect coming so soon.
You must get that chip back, Mr. Jensen.
I got the chip. The sellers are out cold.
Excellent work. Seems Mr. Darrow was right to trust you. We will send people to take care of the terrorists. Could I see the chip?
How about you tell me what's on it first?
Blackmail, Mr. Jensen? Don't waste your time. I won't tell you anything. Besides, there are stones better left unturned. Might as well just give me the chip and leave it at that.
Look, you're a powerful young woman. You're in a position that warrants your access to classified information. I understand that not everybody should get their hands on this, but unlike you, I work for a powerful man, and I get entrusted with secret information on a daily basis. Plus, I'm the one who busted his ass getting this chip for you.
I guess your point is not entirely without merit. But understand, this information is extremely confidential. It concerns Panchaea, and more specifically, the Hiron Project.
Hiron Project? Never heard of it.
I'm not surprised. It is a well-guarded secret. But without it, Panchaea could not exist. Such an ambitious project. An installation extending all the way to the ocean floor. The pressure exerted against it is constantly shifting. Yet the slightest defect in structural integrity could bring it all down. That's why we needed something powerful and extremely efficient to monitor it, day and night.
You're saying the Hiron Project is some kind of advanced computer?
Yes, I suppose you could say that.
Thank you for your honesty. The information is safe with me, don't worry. Here's your data chip.
Ah, perfect. You don't know what this means, Mr. Jensen. Your help has been invaluable. Thank you. Even though this was a favor for Mr. Darrow, he believes you should be duly rewarded. Here is a payment in credits. I'm sure Mr. Darrow will wish to congratulate you himself. Expect to hear from him soon.
It seems David has a flair for choosing his people, Mr. Jensen. You have done me a great service today.
Glad I could help. Couldn't let information about something as sensitive as the Hiron Project get in the hands of the wrong people.
No. No, we couldn't. So, Meng Yao told you about the project, I see.
A little.
I'm afraid words can't do it justice. To fully comprehend the ramifications of what's been created in Panchaea, you'd have to see it for yourself. And who knows? Perhaps one day you will.
Where's this at? I'm pretty sure I'm in the right location, right? Somewhere in the Yuzhou district of Lower Hangsha, find it. Let's go back to this.
Are you kidding? You want to move to the Arctic?
不是啦，但他们会免费给我安装新装备。
Don't buy that crap, man. It's indentured slavery. Hugh Darrow pays for your augments, and you spend the rest of your life working on his pet project to pay him back.
难道我有没完没了？安装差不多做完了。
Learn to shoot.
I died. That was just shortly after my last one. I might as well just pop him again.
It seems David has a flair for choosing his people, Mr. Jensen. You have done me a great service today.
Glad I could help. Couldn't let information about something as sensitive as the Hyron project get in the hands of the wrong people.
No. No, we couldn't. So, Meng Yao told you about the project, I see.
A little.
I'm afraid words can't do it justice. To fully comprehend the ramifications of what's been created in Panchaea, you'd have to see it for yourself. And who knows? Perhaps one day you will.
Learn to shoot!
Jesus Christ. Gotta let my health recover.
Access granted. Access granted. Access granted.
Saving. Where am I going? I guess on the bottom floor, but it is the mission, so I'm just gonna go where the story takes me, I guess. Smart. Still wouldn't take him out, but just to break the wheel. Where's it different? I think I took a wrong turn. I think I took a wrong turn.